see the got good go retrieve it, just short small when that's from Cali with the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
You say too late to start, got your heart in hand. I don't believe any of it. You say too late to start, ain't it hard in your head? You know you're better than this.
Twisting my words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I would've never gotten phone if I knew I would get so attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the no ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Bring that voice to the
Up here in the north, this is the land of Vikings, and with the Yaller horn bellowing throughout US Bank Stadium, a Nordic nation of 70,000 strong rises up with a cry of Skål to usher two teams into battle. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between our visitors and the Minnesota Vikings. Along the away sideline, the head coach of the Lumberjacks. Her side still unbeaten at this point in the season. Running the show across the field, that's Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys coming off the bye week, so we'll keep an eye on it, Brock. Maybe a small advantage to them because of that.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Kate Scott, Brock Heward in the booth with you. It is Jake Elliott who's going to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
And that tackle stops him after a solid game. 2nd and 3 now.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Play action, McCarthy. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 29-yard line.
You send him left out of the slot. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up third down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
Third and long for him here. He's looking deep once again. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. Minnesota. Lined up in punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, and he took great care of the football. And, of course, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go to Barkley again. Headed right through the middle of the field. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the joint.
Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure alters the throw. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On third down, it's Hurts. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Vikings take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Man in motion here. On play action now, McCarthy. Through the middle. Finds the in route complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
And the Vikings, first down.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Jones. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
That's caught. This is Addison. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Vikings first down. Let's go.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Justin Jefferson.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal.
Second and goal.
Again, McCarthy to throw. He's out the screen. It's Hopkinson. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. It's a T.J. Hopkinson touchdown. after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Lumberjacks and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives him the first. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence. I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs. Hurts on first down. It's a screen to Barkley. Down the sideline inside the 30. A gain of 15 there. And that means first down.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
A run here with Will Shipley. Has some space inside the 15. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. Going jumbo set on his first and goal.
That's another Brooklyn first down.
Barkley will not score. The defense holds and stops him toward that goal line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
It's Barkley again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Brooklyn. The Lumberjacks reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Lumberjacks tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. This our last play of the quarter. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at first down here. They give to Jones, right side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. Keeps away from one. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Driving across the 15-yard line. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. If you're out check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Danny Gray to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lumberjacks and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Vikings into the nickel for this 3rd down play. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And they're going to have a first down now. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Vacates quickly left side. Now here he goes. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense. and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Saquon Barkley, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds his back, here's Barkley. And he is in, touchdown. The Lumberjacks can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Lumberjacks tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Escapes a defender. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down.
Oh, the rush just too much here. Down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down. Ryan Wright on to punt. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Lumberjacks and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. First down now, ball at the 33. Hurts now from the gun. Catch made underneath by the back. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that gives him a first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. First down throwing for Hurts. Completed to his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Brooklyn first down.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Hurts.
2nd and 6.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Hurts pass. Complete to A.J. Brown.
Now, Brock, things are dead even as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More coming your way from U.S. Bank Stadium after this. So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. They'll go. Hurts. He's got it to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
They're going to run with Barkley. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Minnesota spends its second time out here, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Brings up second and goal.
They go to him again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Brooklyn. The Lumberjacks get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His third total score in this game. That one right down the middle. And the Lumberjacks break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and the timing to knock it away.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line.
And the Vikings first down.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We'll get a stoppage here, and this is the last guy that you want to see hurt, especially with how his career began, Brock. It is J.J. McCarthy getting some help from the medical staff.
Here we go.
Here's the backup. First throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Third and long for him here. Running a screen now for Jones. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. The Vikings getting their punt team out. Back deep is Williams. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And they can try to move this into field goal range, Brock, if they so choose. 55 seconds left. first down. Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Second down. Hurts throwing again. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here he goes, third and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So fourth down, on heads, Braden Mann for the punt. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. And that'll hit and get out of bounds. Left some meat on the bone with that one. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. And they'll need to use the sideline and be conscious of the clock here, partner. No timeouts remaining as they try for points. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down, a gain of right around 3 yards. Second down now, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line.
First down.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. It's caught. That's Thielen. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on third and 1. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. And they could really use a good one here. And this just gets past the 20 before going out.
At their own 19-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck on the look to his back. So it'll be second down. And it's going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He's back to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Showing a little burst so far. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he does. Touchdown. This half is off to an excellent start, Brock. Hopefully it's an indicator of the type of action we're going to see through to the end of this one.
Yeah, these guys just come out of the locker room, Kate, and it's offense and it's defense and it's our scripts, but those special teams guys come out wanting to be special, and he was.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. First and 10. It's McCarthy. Throwing the out route complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
And the Vikings, first down.
First and 10. Here's Jones. Going in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
at the 42-yard line.
Play action, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
A loss of 5 on the play. It's 3rd and 15.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today.
For the Vikings.
It's fielded at the 14. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Lumberjacks and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he's been a frequent visitor to the end zone over the first couple of months of this season. Right now actually leading the league in rushing touchdowns. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one's complete, right side. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that is good for a first down.
That's good for a Brooklyn first down.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running after this offense. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Brooklyn.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
Hurts now from the gun. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. On 3rd down, Vikings sending out 6 DBs for the dime set.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by Xavier Howard. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. From the shotgun, McCarthy. The left side brought in by Hawkinson. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard
Slot
line.
man motioned over. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Same guy. Here's Hawkinson again. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. He has room past the 25. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play, down to the 19. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Jones once more. He dodged the tackle. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
It's second and inches.
Staying on the ground with Jones. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal.
And the Vikings, first down. First and goal at the 7.
Now run here with Jones. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Another try for Jones. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be third and goal.
3 yards. It's now third and goal.
McCarthy to throw it. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to it. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal. So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our third quarter. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. So the Vikings will try a field goal on fourth down. Will Reichert headed out. A pretty automatic look for him from the left.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. This offense ready to get going again now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, they're out in sets. Here we go, first and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. All set to go now from the 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 35.
First down, a run with Barkley. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And the Vikings have recovered. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
First down.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
McCarthy looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that sack. Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out.
A 45-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. It really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can run either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Back out runs their offense. This winning streak has been impressive for him. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
A gain of 12. First down, Lumberjack.
Running left. This is Barkley. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up second and 9.
They go to Barkley again. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it third down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
14 yards.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up first down.
A gain of 14. And the Brooklyn.
Zone read give here to Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. Got a nice little gain on the ground.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. The punt team headed out now for the Lumberjacks. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal is a punt, silver medal is a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
It's now 3rd down and 9.
He'll throw it. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. The call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Barkley off the pistol give. And they get him for a loss. Yes, that's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. They're going to pass it here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Minnesota spends its second time out here. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
They give to Barkley, left side. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's a designed run. Hurts. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for Brooklyn.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Barkley's got it. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Saquon Barkley. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd.
Setting up to pass. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. He has the touchdown. The Lumberjacks go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.